So this is a recap for livestream 280. As we can see, we've had a fairly big losing day, a very disappointing day. We came into the market just a bit later than normal. So we came into the market just around here, around the VWAP. Took a couple of trades through here, had some difficulties, kept trying to short the market. I was looking at a periodic volume profile. I thought I'd be able to get a short out of this area. Kept trying to short the market kept going higher and resulted in me drawing down a fair bit. I thought about taking a long here, but decided to take shorts and ultimately suffered for it. Had a long, seemed to have been stopped out break even. Took a hell of a lot of trades today. Through here, I think it was a long that we closed for a loss as prices came back through this pre-market high. Prices went higher. Had a long through here at 120, 20,120. I was actually break even on the day, didn't take profits. Prices came all the way back and I took a fairly medium-sized gain. So at this point, I think I was down 37. Through here, kept trying to go long. So after trying to go short for most of the morning, decided to go long and ultimately suffered for it. Suffered even more losses as prices came back through. Thought I could get a support move off the previous pre-market highs back towards the highs. Didn't happen. Prices continued to break down, then went long here off this 600 period. Prices turned around, suffered more losses. Through here, went short out of FOMO, just to stop to break even, was stopped out. Through here, went long, prices came back, took a loss. And this was based on the high volume I saw around VWAP. Thought we could see the move through back to the upside, so still had a long bias through there. Went short, stopped out for break even. Long again. Went in my favor a fair bit. Kept my stop the same place, was stopped out. Long again. Price can see prices turned around. So it just was not working for me, and prices started to chop around about 12, around the 11 to 12 period EST. Suffered some difficulties, and round about here is where I quit. Market, of course, moved higher through the 600 period, came back down, retested the pre-market highs, pulled back, and again we're ranging between the pre-market highs and this level sitting around the 20,000 mark. Those are pretty much the trades. A hell of a lot of trades. I thought we would see thought about a possible higher move off the, I think it was Meta earnings, and we also had some positive news around Microsoft. But the market decided not to go higher, and ultimately I had to decide to stop trading after suffering a fairly sizable loss. We can see here on the cumulative net P&L, well, cumulative net profit, we drew down 101, was able to pull back 59. I think this is a peak pullback, down to 35 actually, as prices came back from the break even at the 120s. From there, only continued to draw down further to the downside with a series of losing trades. On the summary page, we can see profit factor is negative at 0.51. Total gains, total losses were negative across both long and short trades. Accuracy is down at 46%. Average win being smaller than an average loss. Largest win being bigger than our largest loss. So that's a positive I can take out of today. This, not so much. Time in the market a bit longer than usual, which is interesting. Did notice the market was a little bit slower before we had that move to the upside. We only had about maybe between about 230 to 260 points of range on NQ. So volatility has come down a little bit, but I somehow, well, not somehow, it's pretty clear what happened. Through this move I was shorting, and then through this move I was longing. So I was on the wrong side of the market for most of the day, trading the 15-second chart. So do I need to make adjustments? Well, the reason I was shorting was based on the periodic volume profile. So I was taking trades based on that. So it's definitely something to think about, whether I'm going to just simply stick with the RSI part of the strategy, and then also use the moving averages as complements for it. But I'll see. I think I may just use the point of control on the volume profiles, the periodic volume profiles, and I'll stick with the RSIs for now and the moving averages. But I'm just going to wrap up the video there. So we'll come back tomorrow, see what the market brings. Hopefully we can get a better performance. We seem to be having these very big losing days at the moment, which are a little bit disappointing. But we'll try to make the adapt. We'll try to adapt, make the necessary changes, and we'll come back and see if we can get a degree of consistency in our trading. And with that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.